Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play I Have No Mouth, and I Must Scream. Last time we came here to Nimdok's playthrough, where we seem to be in a very World War II-ish concentration camp, where we've been asked to perform some horrendous procedures on these people who are called members of the Lost Tribe, which of course is a direct reference to the Jewish people. So what do we do now? Because we defied the orders, and now the other soldiers want to kill us. Maybe the other prisoners can help us, but first we want to look at this watch.
There is an inscription on the watch, but it is written in Latin.
Well, I think a man of your intelligence could read Latin. I mean, I can even understand some of it. But perhaps not quite well enough. Anyway, we helped this poor guy over here, so let's talk to this guy again.
I hope you're happy with the regime that you set up. Your science could have saved the world. Instead, it conquered it.
What is the importance of the year 1945? It seems to have some significance.
Never forget the year 1945, Nimdok. That was when the truths about you and your unholy experiments came out.
I seem to recall that you speak Latin. What is engraved on this watch?
The engraving says time is truth. And since your time is running out, I'll keep the watch.
Well, I guess he could use it more than I could.
I am starting to recall that you do have cause to hate me.
You want to make amends? Get me out of here.
Well, we can help you get out of here if we give you these pliers.
Here, you should be able to escape with this.
Pliers for cutting the wires? Yes, I think this would make escape possible. But don't think that one good deed will make up for all those poor innocents you butchered.
Perhaps not, but we can... It's a start at least. Anyway, we want to go back inside now. Don't worry, no soldiers are going to chase after us or anything.
Continue your research. The extinction of the lost tribe is near at hand. The regime shall vanquish all of its enemies.
Or if we go back in here, there's someone else on the surgery table now, with all these people still watching.
So many angry faces.
Oh, we can't talk to them. Okay, well, let's talk to, well, let's look at this guy. What is happening here?
This man's eyes have been surgically removed. The surgeon who did this has great skill.
And if we look here,
Incredible. A wire connects this patient's optic nerve to a jar containing 2 human eyes.
now this is actually very reminiscent of Dr. Mengele's work. He had an obsession with eye color, especially with heterochromia, which is, you know, when someone has 2 different color eyes. So he would do so many experiments on eyes. He would, you know, try to dye eyes different color. He would remove the eyes and try to transplant them. Or he would just, you know, remove heterochromic eyes and send them to labs elsewhere to be tested. He had an obsession with eyes, and it was as sick as everything else he did. You okay?
What have you done to deserve removal of your eyes?
Please disconnect the wires.
Who did this to you? He has great surgical skill.
Yeah.
Disconnect.
I don't think he'll say anything else, and you can understand why. Anyway, he's of course in pain, so let's use the ether on him.
This should ease your suffering.
The things I see now, a trinity of 3 beasts, one like us, one from the east, one from the steppes. They speak in numbers. A lost tribe of our brothers sleeping on the moon. They sleep in darkness, unseen by the beasts. Such a vision, so tiring. I have to rest.
boy, there's so much significance in all the things he just said there. But we're not going to fully understand that until later. But yeah, once again, playing this through a second time, it's I can now understand a whole bunch of things that I missed. So anyway, we have that information. Now let's disconnect those wires by taking this jar. And things should be alright now. Actually, I want to walk over here. If we do, that child that was on the operating table is now over here. You okay, buddy?
How are you feeling?
I feel okay. I'm not hurt like the others here.
As the same voice actor as the kid from Benny's playthrough.
Do you know who I am?
You are Nimdok? You are more frightening in person than in legend.
Yikes.
What do you know of me?
The things you do are terrible. We small ones are your lab rats.
Are you saying that the doctors here have been using children for experimentation?
No, not all the doctors. You and Dr. Mengele sent all the good doctors to the prison yard.
As we saw.
Get some
I didn't mean to...
rest.
We will not rest until your regime is destroyed.
There's one more thing to talk to him about, sorry.
So, I am a legend to you.
Yes, but we have our own legends. Legends that owe nothing to your regime. You will fail, no matter how many of us you cut apart.
Why do you say that the regime will fail?
The golem will finish you. It will not be mastered by your regime. The golem will wake up, and when it sees with its own eyes the evil you have done, it will turn on you and save us.
How?
I feel
Get...
we will
So there we go. Yeah, we learned about something called the Golem, which actually in I don't know what to call it. I don't want to say Jewish mythology, but in Jewish, I guess legends, that'd be the best word. There's a creature called the Golem that is a protector. And there's a lot more details to it, but I'm not completely in the know of what it is.
Emergency. The prisoners have seized the compound. Gather all research materials and evacuate to the bunker. Evacuate.
But yeah, it's made of clay, and it's a giant, and it kills whoever you need it to kill. You have to put some sort of scroll inscribed with your name in its mouth, I believe. And you do that, and it will follow your orders. I'm not the golem that we'll see here isn't exactly the same. Anyway, there's something I want to do here. I'm going to save first because I want to see what happens. Now, there's a box on here, but I'm going to ignore that if I just walk out the door.
You must let me go. With these materials, I may be able to remedy the atrocities I have committed.
How can you possibly undo an unspeakable crime such as this? You can't fool me, Nimdok. You are an unredeemable butcher. But you are one of us, like it or not.
So yeah, he made us drop the eyeballs, and he didn't trust that. And yeah, we are not happy about that. So we don't want that to happen. Let me go back. So what you want to do, you want to well, let's look at this box.
These files appear to have been packed in a hurry.
So we'll take the box. We'll use the box with the jar, and we'll hide them.
Safely hidden in the box.
Because you need those eyeballs. So let's try this again.
You must let me go. With these materials, I may be able to remedy the atrocities I have committed.
You can't fool me, Nimdok. You are an unredeemable butcher. But you are one of us, like it or not.
Why do you say that I am one of you?
You denied your heritage and turned your own parents into the regime. But you're still a member of the Lost Tribe. And that makes your crimes all the more heinous.
Does that mean you will allow me to go?
Since you did help us to escape, we'll give you a head start. Then we'll hunt you down and kill you like the dog you are.
I must leave this place. It seems I was once the wolf. Now, I am the quarry.
Now, this is probably one of the scariest screens in the game. Look at this.
Faces. Faces of people in torture.
Yeah, that is kind of terrifying. Can't talk to it.
This wall is permeable, like a shimmering curtain.
Interesting. I actually didn't know that would happen, but yeah, there's nothing you can do with this wall. It's just there for effect, we'll say.
I have not seen so many corpses since... Ah, my memory is not what it used to be.
So yeah, let's just get out of here.
I know this place. Some of my greatest accomplishments were made here. Morphogenics, the ability to reorganize DNA at will. Did Am discover my work in this area? Is this how he was able to alter Benny and play other cruel tricks on the rest of us?
Interesting. So yeah, a lot of this research is indeed used by Am, and I'll get more into that later.
A teletype machine. There is a message in it.
Alright, let's see that message.
The message reads, cease all work on Project Perfect Image. Confidential. The leader is dead, having looked on the face of the future using the prototype device. This leaves the regime ripe for invasion. Destroy all work in progress. This technology must not be allowed to fall into the hands of the enemy.
Ooh, okay. So they want us to stop this research for some reason. Wonder what that's about. Let's see what's through here.
The legends are true. This must be the golem of lost tribe folklore.
Oh, let's take a look.
This golem appears to be made of steel and molded clay. This vat contains a silvery liquid. Mercury, perhaps.
Interesting. Alright, let's turn that switch so we can turn that thing off, because that's annoying. Let's look at the vat again.
I see a mirror. It was obscured by the light.
Okay.
I see a mirror. What is this mirror doing here?
Let's grab that, and there we go. Okay. Let's look at here.
Such a strange combination of scientific plans and mystic symbols. This has something to do with the golem, but the meaning is not clear.
Well, here's what you want to do. Let's give the golem some eyes.
These eyes fit into the golem's sockets perfectly.
Oh, yeah, there's something else I want to do too. Let's look at mirror.
Oh my God, it is true. 1945, turning my Jewish parents over to the Nazis for extermination. I have found the lost tribe. It is me.
Ooh, so yeah, he's a member of the Lost Tribe. And that's what Am was meant by say, find the Lost Tribe. So let's see, we put the eyes in the golem. Let's talk to it.
The man caught in the barbed wire said to waken the sleeper, utter the truth, and kiss him.
So let's see. Time is truth.
Time is truth.
Gollum,
Gollum.
wake up.
Wake up.
And then...
The truth is that for me, it shall always be 1945.
And then we kiss the Golem. Alright, so now we have a Golem at our disposal. Nothing can stop us now, so...
Gollum, follow me into the laboratory.
Nimdok, I was afraid I had lost you back there. It is good to see you, and our new friend.
So, Dr. Mengele's here. He said he would meet us in the complex.
How did you escape the mob?
Did you forget that the compound has a secret escape route? Well, no matter. I see that you have revived the Golem.
You know about the Golem?
Of course! Part of the master plan is to strip the lost tribe of everything, even their folklore.
I read the teletype. What is Project Perfect Image?
That was a secret project in the area of reflective surfaces. It bestows the clarity to see yourself with utter objectivity. Unfortunately, it worked too well.
And that's why we were able to kind of see the truth when we looked into it.
You mean that it worked well enough to drive the leader into committing suicide?
The leader's death is a serious blow to us all. But our Golem is more than powerful enough to destroy the lost tribe.
By leader, of course, you know who they mean. The one who committed suicide? Yeah, that guy.
I looked into the mirror. I now remember everything with crystal clarity. The research camps, the serum.
Ah, yes, the youth serum. Your research demanded the deaths of many children, but your hard work was successful. Eternal youth for those who deserve it.
Yeah, remember back in Gorster's playthrough, that white milky liquid? How Gorster's mother-in-law was saying that that was the liquid that Am used to keep us alive all these years? That is the serum that apparently Nimdok worked on. That is how he's been able to keep us alive. That was the purpose of trying to extract part of the spine from that child, because somehow that we use it to make that fluid. So, very interesting stuff here. Nimdok is greatly responsible for much of what Am is doing to us right now, because he's the one who created the science to do it.
Now I know how Am was able to keep us alive for so many years.
Your youth serum can sustain us forever. We have all the time we need to resurrect the regime.
Excuse me, Doctor. I need to get a breath of fresh air.
But there's something else I would like to do to Dr. Mengele. Let's have him take a look into the mirror.
Oh my god! No!
Exactly.
Dr. Mengele is in a state of shock.
Nice. So, let's just let him live like that. Now let's talk to the Golem. You can task him to kill Dr. Mengele, but we don't want to do that.
Gollum, follow me outside.
Nimdok, I knew that you would lead us to where the regime would resume its atrocities. We are here to make you pay for what you did to us. To pay in blood.
Well, let us do something good for a change.
Gollum, I transfer control of you over to the lost tribe.
So, you admit your crimes. But that does not release you from punishment. Now the Golem will serve the purpose for which it was constructed. Golem, kill Nimdok.
as alike as I thought, Nimdok. Spark of humanity somewhere, always that wretched little spark. You've confronted your past, but you refuse to continue your research. That's what I asked you to do. Since you now identify with your victims, I suppose it's only right that I let you experience their tortures too. Ah, you. You're the last player in my little game. I urge you, do not fail, as the others have failed.
So, one more person left, and that is Ted.
Hey, you're my favorite, baby. I mean it. I really can't stand all the rest of these people. Every one of them has some fatal glitch in personality. Whiners, freaks, crips, cowards. Every one of them. But not you, Ted. No, man. Not you, Ted. You were a stand-up guy. You were a brave guy. Yes, a take-charge kind of guy. So, I'm going to give you, just you, the opportunity to get out, live some kind of life. I'm going to send you, you're going to like this, I'm going to send you to the Room of Dark. If you can solve the puzzle of the Room of Dark, you're free. You out. You're away. I know I've made you a paranoid, Ted. I know you're scared. But I'm your friend. 109 years. I'm your best friend. So overcome your fear. Enter the Room of Dark, and you can solve its mystery.
So here we are, as Ted.
Octagon. Unusual shape for a building. 8 sides. Why 8? Is that part of the mystery?
You may be looking too much into it. So we are on our last person. What will Ted's Room of Dark hold for us? We're just gonna have to find out next time on Let's Play I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.